Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video with me. If you are new here, my name is Amy and I have been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density. I have eaten gigantic portions of incredible food every single day the last couple of years. I have found recipes that I love. It's so easy to make incredibly delicious food, basically any food you want, in a healthy weight loss fashion. So I'm super excited about this way of eating. I'm totally in love with it and it's changed my life. Anyway, so therefore I want to show you what I'm eating every single day to show you my thought process, how I get this lifestyle to work for me as a busy mum of two. Romy is there in the background. And how I make it possible for myself. So anyway, so I am starting my day with a lovely cup of, it's not actually tea, you'll be surprised to know, I'm having a cup of this tea-chino stuff. It's actually really yummy. There's no coffee in it, it's like a chicory thing, but it's a vanilla nut, so it gives it a little extra something in terms of flavour. So that's super yum. So that's what I'm starting today with. Well, actually, that's a complete lie. I've already been up for ages. It's 11 o'clock. Oh, I think Romy wants another banana. Banana! 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 Here you go, baby girl. So yes, we've been up for ages. Obviously, it's a Monday today, so it's been a crazy weekend, and I'm looking forward to getting back to some regular, just being at home kind of stuff. It's always nice when you have a long weekend. We went to go and see my little boy's nativity this morning, which was, oh my gosh, it was so cute. It melted my kittens. My God, he didn't like have a part or anything, but he had some tinsel around his hair and he was all in white and he looked beautiful. So anyway, that was super fun. And so I had a tea this morning, and then I didn't have time to film this morning. I wanted to do like a proper introduction. It was literally crazy, but I did have 2 apples en route to the school at like 9:30. So that's what I've had today so far. I knew I was getting a bit hungry. Well, I knew I would be hungry if I didn't eat anything before I got back. And therefore, a couple of apples did the trick for me. Fresh fruit and veggies is always a winner in terms of snacks. When people say, what should I eat for snacks? And I know it sounds super boring, but fresh fruit and veggies, if you're hungry enough, those things will sound delicious. So that's the stuff I tend to eat, I try and eat as my snacks. So anyway, today is going to be a day where we decide what is happening this week food-wise. I think somebody just wanted some cuddles. Cheeky muffin. Yeah, you can have this banana. Banana. That's mummy. Eat your banana. She's so funny now. She walks around the kitchen, and she just like points her stuff and goes, dat, dat, dat. So she just walked around. She firstly pointed at some Brazil nuts. She went, dat. So she's eaten 3 Brazil nuts. Then she came over here and she's like, dat. So she's had a banana. It's funny that she's able to communicate without actually speaking. It's very impressive. That's right, Ron. Oh, please don't wipe banana on mummy. So yeah, so it's been a crazy few days and back to normality today. And so I don't know if you guys saw, oh, she's trying to get in her bumbo. I don't know if you guys saw my last week's grocery haul and meal plan and all that kind of stuff. But basically, I went a bit crazy and I bought a lot of food. Don't know what happened, don't know why I did it. I mean, we've eaten the majority of it aside from some potatoes that went bad. So that was really good. But it felt like a really overwhelming week food-wise, just trying to eat up everything and all that kind of stuff. And we've been busy for the back end of the week as well, so that's been crazy. And also, to be fair, it was quite an expensive week. I usually like to spend about £100 on a weekly shop, and last week was about £200. So we did buy loads of other stuff as well. So I think it probably was more about 150, to be honest. But I like to try and keep it to about 100 for me personally. Oh, everyone's different. So anyway, so this week I'm wanting to do more of a budget-friendly, using up a lot of weird stuff that I've got in the house kind of thing. So we're going to do a meal plan together. So I'll tell you what, let's do it now. Robin's trying to smear banana on my legs. Cheeky rascal. Okay, so if we have a look at last week's meal plan, some of it did go according to plan, some of it went right out the window, mainly because of the busyness. So, I did have a curry. I did not make stuffing, mash and gravy. So actually I would love to do that because I need to practice my stuffing for Christmas Day. So I'm going to do that at some point. I might do that tomorrow, but I'll write it later. Green soup, we didn't have a green soup, but we ate loads of veggies anyway. Burgers, sushi, yes we did. Rice paper rolls and pea pesto pasta, we did not have that. So let's do this properly and let's figure out what I've got and what we can do. Right, let's do it. I like to psych myself up for something like this. Fresh day, fresh start, let's do this. Okie dokie, so first let's go and have a little trip into my fridge and we'll see what I'm working with, because I need to eat the stuff that I've got because I really don't want to buy too much. So, holy muffins, this is quite a place. Okay, right, okay, so these aubergines desperately need using. I think they're starting to go a bit furry on the top. That's okay, we can save them. So I've got 2 aubergines that need using. I'm trying to think about what would be really good with aubergine. I'll think of something, Then I've also got in here a leek, some peas, some Brussels sprouts. What's in the back there? What is, oh, cabbage. Oh, I could do a sexy salad. I might do a sexy salad. I've got some grapes, I've got some rice, I've got some cucumber, I've got some cheese and hummus and some sweet potato. Okay. First, let's think about breakfast. So I've got a few things on my mind for breakfast. So we went to my mum's yesterday. If you guys saw yesterday's video, you'll know. And I have loads of apples that she picked from her garden that I can use. They're cooking apples, I think. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with apples. So I could either do an apple crumble. That sounds delicious. Or I could do an apple and banana cornbread thing. Trying to figure out which one sounds really good to me. I'm not quite sure. But either way, this morning, we're going to do something with apples this morning. Okay, then for lunch, I have that cabbage, that Chinese leaf cabbage that he's using. So I'm going to do I call it a sexy salad. Yes, that sounds delightful. Sexy salad and I've got rice, I've got sweet potatoes. Let's go for sweet potatoes because we need, oh yes, let's go for sweet potato fries. So basically, I don't know if you saw me last week, I went overboard and I bought a lot of sweet potatoes last week. I'm going to stick some in the oven so I can make some more chocolate pudding because that stuff is actually addictive. And yes, but the white ones I really actually love using as fries, and that's my favourite way of using them. So that's what we're having for lunch. For dinner tonight, oh my God, what did I have on the menu that we haven't had? We could just do a really big green soup. Actually, I think that's what we're going to do tonight, green soup. Because I want to get loads of veggies into my kids. I've got a big bag of kale and I've got leftover things, a leek, and I can just throw it all in and call it a big soup. I do need to go and buy some potatoes. Or, actually, no, I won't do it with potatoes. I'll do it with lentils. It could be a lentil green soup. That's fine. I'll just write lentil. Because I like to have a starchy element to my soup always. Okay. Tomorrow, breakfast I kind of like to leave open. Lunches are often a lot of leftovers, so I'd like to focus on the dinners. That's what works for me. You can meal plan however works best for you. If you guys are going out to work and stuff every single day, then I might recommend doing a bit more of a specific meal plan so that you know exactly what you're taking with you to work, whereas I'm at home a lot of the time, so I've got the flexibility to kind of wander around and feel oh, hold on a minute. I actually figured out what I want for breakfast this morning. None other than ice cream. I'm feeling like I need some ice cream. We're going to go ice cream. Peanut butter, chocolate, banana ice cream. Boom! That's what we're having. That's exciting. So I will use my apples. I might make an apple crumble today anyway. Oh! So we're going to do apple crumble tomorrow. And this morning we're just going to have ice cream. Because we're feeling like a rascal. Tomorrow, I'm going to go shopping tomorrow, so I'm going to be able to buy some basil. So I'm going to do pea pesto pasta. Fantastic. And I'm going to have that with my leftover cabbage. My purple cabbage, because I love the combination of cabbage and stuff. Oh, hold on. Stuffing. Wednesday's going to be stuffing. So I'm going to do a stuffing with mash and gravy. So that, I mean, this does require me buying some things. I obviously do have to go shopping, but I'm going to try and keep it minimal. I desperately, right, okay, fine. Let's have a think about what is next. What other meals do I fancy? Does my household fancy this week? I know I've got some leftover chili in the freezer, so we're going to have a chili, and I've got sweet potatoes, so I'm going to have loaded sweet potatoes and chili. And the kids have got avocado, so we might have avocado, so like guac. Fab, that sounds good. Let me think about this weekend. So this is actually Christmas weekend. So Sunday is Christmas Day, so I don't need to do anything for that because we're going to go to my aunt's for Christmas Day. And I am making a few things like stuffing and some cranberry sauce, so that'll be fun. Saturday, we're going to my mum's on Saturday because my brother, my sister-in-law and everyone is going to be around. So Saturday's kind of taken up. So I'm just going to write mum's and then I'm going to write Xmas. And then it's just Friday I need to think about, really. So what do we fancy on Friday? Oh, I tell you, I know what. It's going to be a soupy week because actually soup is amazing. I've got loads of squash because my husband ordered a squash box last week. And I love eating squash. My husband loves eating squash. Romy, come here, my love. Sorry, Romy just wanted to play with some paints. So my point is, we're going to do a big butternut squash soup this weekend on Friday because my kids will eat it. I don't think Abe will eat a pumpkin on its own, and it's nice to have lovely soup. So we're going to do a squash soup. Fantastic. The other things, I'm going to write a list of things that I know I need to make/eat. So I know I'm going to make a hummus, okay, which means I need to cook chickpeas. I also know I need to cook my sweet potatoes, and I'm going to make kabocha squash, hoisin kabocha squash. I bloody love that stuff. Oh my gosh, maybe I'll make that for lunch. Either way, hoisin kabocha. I think that's probably everything that I really need to have. And that's about it. So anyway, I know it wasn't that quick, but we did it together. Quick and simple for me. It literally, meal planning does not have to take long. I think that took like 5-10 minutes. So it's pretty good. And now I'm sorted for the week. I know exactly what we're going to be having. And I'm going to do my shopping list accordingly, either tonight or tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a little mini shop just to get a few bits. And obviously, I'm going to be having veggies with everything. So I am going to have to buy veggies because I'm low on the veggie front. It's the other stuff I didn't want to buy too much of. Anyway, that is my plan. I could have also had a ramen in here. I'm going to just write a little reminder saying ramen because we just bought some... we just bought some more noodles, and so we could have a ramen at any point. So anyway, that's my plan. That's what we're doing this week, and I'm gonna make some ice cream right now because we froze loads of those bananas. Remember those discounted ones I got last week? So I froze them all last night, so hopefully they're ready to go, and I can make a lovely banana ice cream because that's really what I fancy right now, even though it's cold. But anyway, so I'm trying to get Romy involved in the cooking process because she tends to squeak a lot when I'm doing the cooking. Which I don't love. And I think she's old enough to start getting involved, really. I mean, I know they're kind of old enough at any age, but she really can do a lot now. And she's really enjoying. She helped me with the bananas on the floor. And don't worry, I'm watching on the blade. And she's just, she's helping me put all the bananas in. And then she's going to help me put all the other stuff in. And this is exactly what Abe used to do when he was little. And I love getting kids, oh, leave that there, my love. More pop it in. Romy, do some pop it in. And I just love getting my kids involved in cooking because I want them to be really proficient when they get older and they go off and do their own thing. And I feel like that's just such an important skill to have in life, to be able to make your own food and not rely on packaged stuff and frozen stuff and takeaways and all that kind of stuff. So, really sets you up for life. So anyways, that's one of my priorities, is getting my kids involved. So you will see a lot of Romy involved in my cooking videos, obviously. Not just on the sideline, I mean like genuinely doing the cooking. And that'll be really fun. Mwah! So it may be winter, but I have got ice cream. This is the most delicious ice cream I have ever had. So I know that banana ice cream has been done about 1 million times, but I often forget about it and then I come back to it and I'm like, oh my gosh, why don't I make this more often? It's so yummy. And my special technique is the PB2 because I feel like it kind of defrosts or isn't quite as thick as I would have liked. You want to do a dip? Romy is thoroughly enjoying it. She loves dipping it in herself and she is just having a whale. You go, boo-boo. Is that yummy? So I love using PB2 because it really thickens it up and makes it like so fluffy. So if you haven't tried banana ice cream with PB2, then you've got to. It changes the game. It's amazing. So this is just PB2 cocoa powder. It's like 4 bananas in the food processor, 2 tablespoons of PB2, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. It's so incredibly thick. I never put any milk in. Oh my God, look at that. I never put any milk in, and I don't like doing it in a blender. My favourite way is doing it in a food processor because I feel like it's extra thick. However, it is starting to melt because we've got the heating on, so I'm going to go and quickly eat this. Oh gosh, so yummy. Why do I not make this every single day? What an idiot. Delicious. And thinking about starting my day with veggies, but Romy was too squeaky, and she wouldn't be put down. Then she fell over, and so I really just didn't have the opportunity. I was going to do a massive veggie stir fry to have before this, but it's okay. I'm just going to have to keep it simple and just go for my ice cream and have my veggies for lunch. So we have just finished our ice cream, and it was so delicious. It's about 12 o'clock now, so it's kind of lunchtime. Come. So Romy's getting very tired, and I'm about to put her to sleep. On me, obviously, while I do some work. But I wanted to quickly, before I do that, I wanted to think about lunch. And actually, I thought with my lunch, what I think I'm going to have is some crispy beans, air-fried crispy beans. It sounds really yummy to me right now because it's quite a cold lunch, a cold breakfast. So I want to have something nice and like crispy. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting a couple of cups of my butter beans in the Instant Pot. Here are my butter beans. I'm just going to cook them, I think it's 20 minutes while Romy has a sleep. Obviously, it'll kind of be more like an hour once it's like gone up to pressure and stuff. So by the time I've finished feeding Roms and getting her off to her sleep and she's had a nap and stuff, these should be ready. And then I'm going to do some crunchy beans with my salad. Oh my gosh, Romy, they nearly went on the floor. So I've just set Romy up with a little game of putting the beans from there to there. Such a simple task. And I remember I used to do, oh gosh, don't eat it. I remember I used to do this with Abe, but you do have to make sure they don't snaffle them. That wouldn't be the best. But super, super cute. Okay, so it is 3 o'clock and I haven't really eaten anything else because Romy's been asleep on me for ages and it's just been one of those days. But I have made all my lunch. I don't have time to eat it. I need to go and get Abe immediately. But I'll show you what I've made because I'm so excited about it. So this first is my crispy butter beans. I have not made these in ages. I used to be obsessed. I love these so much. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is the crispy butter beans. They are proper. Look at, oh my gosh, look at these. Look how crispy that is. It's like, oh. I mean, I love them so much. That's part 1. Okay, part 2 is just, I was going to make a sexy stir fry and some other stuff. I literally have no time. So what is my backup meal? My backup core meal that takes me hardly any time to put together is a ricey stir fry, okay? And you've seen it loads. I really love them. It's quick, it's got loads of veggies, it's really filling, and I always have rice on hand, so it's actually fantastic. So I'm going to eat this when I get back home. So yeah, that is my quick core meal. You need to have meals like this, which can be in your arsenal, that are so blooming fast to throw together, and that tick all the boxes. Delicious, weight loss friendly, filling, all those things. Anyway, I need to go, but I'm super late and I'm hungry because I haven't eaten anything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another apple because why not? So, I'd love to take the beans with me, but I don't think I can. So anyway, I'm going to take this apple and I'll be back later. Okay, back from the school run now, and we finally get to eat some lunch. I'm super hungry. I had the apple though, and that was pretty good. So I'll show you my food right now. I've got this gigantic ricey stir fry. It is so ginormous. It's got so many veggies. It's only like a cup and a half of rice, so that's just all veggie there, with a bit of sesame seeds on the top. And like I was saying before, this is one of, oh, you're right, baby. You right, babes? Yeah. Yes, you can give that to Romy. That's a lovely idea. And the kids are also here with me having some food. Romy having some stir fry, some sweet corn and some butter beans, and Abe's just having his leftover packed lunch. I think Abe's got some sweet corn smushed up for Roms, and he's just helping her out. Oh, Abe, that's so kind and lovely, boo-boo. As I was saying before, it's so fantastic to have some core meals that are super fast and speedy. This is one of mine. I'm absolutely in love with it at the moment. This might change as time goes on, but I'm really enjoying stir fry. It's so fast to put together. Anyway, I'm going to go and be with my crazy kids. we have decided to make a pumpkin soup tonight for dinner because I realised I actually have no greens in the house and I really fancied a soup. So we're going to do pumpkin soup, and the babies are just helping me scoop the seeds out of the pumpkin. Oh, fantastic work, guys. You ready for the next one? Okay, let's do this. Oh, this one's the big one. Let's see if you can scoop all of those out. Fantastic. I love getting them involved. The stir fry was so filling. And then I had the crispy beans. I crisped them up in the air fryer for a little bit longer, and they were so yummy.
Can you do it?
Of course I can do it, sweet bean. It has been another crazy day. I always feel like during the weekdays, I'm going to have a lot more time to do a lot of thoughtful chatting, or maybe make some like specific videos, and I never get around to it because the days are just insane. So anyway, one day I'll be able to do some videos that actually make sense and have a point. But for now, I'm just going to show you my general ramblings. So it is about 5:30. I am late for making dinner because I put butternut squash in the oven to bake, to roast, so that I can turn it into like a cheesy pasta. But it's taking ages to cook, and it's been in there for an hour and it's still rock solid, so that's not great. I think I didn't turn the oven up high enough, and also it's a massive butternut squash, so it's just taken a while. So my poor little babies were starving. I'm just giving them some sweet potato, mashed sweet potato, and now we're just waiting. So anyway, I'm just going to jump in the bath because I need to do that. And I was thinking, I've got about 10 minutes before my bath's ready. My husband has finished work. I'm going to go and do some bouncing. It might be short, but I'm enthusiastic and I'm excited about it because of that good music. So I'm going to go and do that now, and then I'll show you my dinner later. We haven't got many veggies in. I've eaten my broccoli and my purple cabbage, so I don't know what I'm going to have with my pasta. We will figure this out. Maybe just some carrots or something. Anyway, that's that. I'm going to go bounce. So, short and sweet. About 8 minutes, but I pushed it and I am knackered. So I'm feeling really proud about that. I think the music is what made the difference. I managed to find the time today. And when in other days I wouldn't have made this time available to me. So I am feeling thrilled. You just gotta find the obstacle and fix it. Okay, it's finally dinner time. It's 6:10 and the butternut squash finally cooked. Man, that took ages. I'll tell you what, this is just incredible. I cooked it with the garlic inside, and it's amazing. Nooch, nutmeg, salt, milk, lemon juice, obviously plant milk, I mean. This is my massive plate. I have got, I was going to use this for like a sexy salad, but I've literally got no other veggies left I can use, so I'm just going to have to use this. I've got my mac and cheesy pasta thing there, and I'm just going to mix everything in together so the pasta and the cabbage is kind of all combined, which is why I put the extra cheese sauce on the top. I didn't want to go too crazy on the pasta, but yes, now I've still got my volume. I'm going to mix it all together. It's going to feel like I've got a massive bowl of pasta. So that is how I'm reducing the calorie density of my pasta, as opposed to having a massive bowl of pasta. So anyway, I'm going to go and eat this. I'm super hungry, and the kids are already enjoying, and then they need to go to bed pronto. So I'll chat to you later. It is about 11 o'clock, and we've just been snuggling on the couch, and I've been doing some work and stuff like that. And I realise I haven't really ended this video yet, but I'm walking into the front room, into the dining room, because I need to do an elf on the shelf idea. So I've got these little magnets, and I'm going to make a house and shove the elf inside, and I think Abe will find that funny. Anyway, I thought to film because I did not finish or quite everything on my plate for dinner. And actually, I wasn't really hungry for it, so that's the main reason. But also, I know a lot of people struggle with having to finish everything on their plate, being a part of the clean plate club. Maybe it's the way you're brought up or something like that, but it's really a powerful thing to decide not to finish everything on your plate. Like, even if it's just not finishing one mouthful on your plate, that can just be a really helpful mentally, I find anyway, just to let myself know that it's okay to stop when I am actually full, and that I don't have to finish everything on my plate. And again, it's one of those habit building things. So I'm trying to build up that habit, and I have been trying to build up that habit, and now I feel very fine. If I do leave some on my plate, it's all right. It's okay. It doesn't matter if it goes to waste, if it goes in the bin. Obviously, if I can save it, I will. But it doesn't really matter either way, because, you know, how much money would you spend? If it's about money, how much money would you spend to be the leanest version of yourself? Thousands, probably. So it doesn't matter about a few scraps here and there. Like I said, obviously I do try and save the food where I can, but my point is, get okay with leaving a little bit on your plate. It really helps you honour your hunger fullness cues. Anyway, so that's just something that's helped me. I was snuggling on the couch with James and I was thinking, oh, I'd love a little Merry Christmas drink, like just a little something, I don't know, a little something. And if we had Baileys, vegan Baileys in the house, I most certainly would have been after some. So I'm really glad I made the decision not to get any, so that was great. But James has a little bit of port and brandy, he has that together occasionally. And so I said, go on, James, why don't you just pour me a little tiny bit of port and just a splash tiny bit of brandy, like I wanted it like literally tiny, and I literally had like 2 sips and I was like, oh, can't do it, not interested in the slightest. I couldn't do it. So anyway, so that was just an interesting thought. Then I was going to make myself a hot chocolate, and then I was like, I don't really feel a need for a hot chocolate anyway, so I left it there. Just wanted to say I had plans, I had thoughts, I was thinking of things. I also thought about some more sweet potato chips. And I thought, Amy, you didn't even finish all your dinner. You're not actually hungry, don't be silly. Anyway, thought process in my mind, I thought it'd be worth sharing because everyone goes through this on a semi-nightly basis in terms of all the snacks and the potentials that they could be nibbling on. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that's slightly helpful. I don't know. Anyway, have a lovely night, guys, day, wherever you are. I'm going to end it here. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going shopping. So I'll hopefully do a grocery haul, but a smaller one than last time because I'm trying to be minimal this week, remember. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.